Welcome to the wrap-up video of the first test between India and Australia, which finished on the 25th of February, a couple of days ahead of its final day scheduled, being the 27th. So, what a test we just saw, and an incredible result. India being bundled out twice for under 110 runs. Who would have thought that? So in this video, what we're going to do is just go over the predictions in the earlier video, and what we learned from the test, and what we might be able to use going forward for the rest of this series. So initially, with the first video, you would have noticed that I had India as expected to win, and I thought they'd win on the fifth day. And I thought, it would be a very competitive game, but I thought that the run scoring would be much higher than what occurred. And what we saw in this game is the pitch definitely being made to turn from the outset. And we saw with the Indians turning to Ravi Ashwin from basically the start, and the pitch being very conducive to spin. It was a big surprise, the result in the Aussies winning, but it's something that we can't expect it not to happen, because what we know about Australia is that they're a team that's going to fight, and they're going to fight to the end of the game, even if they look like they're going to lose. Like, you look at the first innings with the bat, for instance, they were 9 for 205, but the fact that they made 270 just showed the character within the side. And you saw Mitch Starc make 61 and really dominate the Indian bowlers, in particular the spinners, when the momentum was truly against them. You look at the result here, the Indians, they have a lot of soul searching to do. They had a big run of 19 tests, and I think that they might have been a bit complacent. And you look at the Indian side, especially when it came to the bat, having just the 5 specialist batsmen might have come back to bite them here. Jayant Yadav as a spinner didn't really do a great deal, and Ashwin took 7 wickets, but by and large, the decision with that number 6 spot might come under review. Is it worthwhile putting in Karan Nair back in the side, and then going back to a traditional 6 batsmen, 1 keeper, and 4 bowlers? The Indians' use of the DRS system has certainly been under a lot of scrutiny. We saw some pretty poor usages of the DRS from the Indians, and that's something that is an important tool to use, and you need to be pretty wise with the calls you make. And you look at the second innings, for instance, both openers used their DRS for each of theirs, and I thought they were both pretty obvious calls, and then the other guys wouldn't get a chance. So as far as looking at the rest of the series, we did have in the series prediction video an Indian victory 2-1. So as far as that's looking, it's kind of a good thing the Aussies won. As far as if you think the Aussies can win the series, you look at anyone who went for the Aussies to win the series are looking great now, with $9 paying for the Aussies just to win the series. If you went 2-1 Australia, it was paying $17 prior to the series, and that's come right in. And as far as the series is concerned, I think this is a great result for the series. I think the Aussies were written off going in, and I don't think they got the respect that they deserved as a cricketing team and as a cricketing nation. And I think the series is going to be really exciting from here on, and the anticipation for the next test will be there. If the Indians won and dominated on a turning deck, I think that level of buzz on the series wouldn't be there. Certainly not to the levels it is now. So let's look towards the next test, and I'll do a new video for that. The which starts on Saturday, the 4th of March. So let's look forward to that. And yeah, and what a game of cricket we just saw. So feel free to subscribe to the channel and share this video to anyone who may be interested. Thank you.